Good morning. iJoy, the wand kit. We're going to check that out today. It's a VapeAM. I think it's episode 181. Wow. It's VapeAM. We got the iJoy new wand kit. It's got a 2700 battery inside there, and this thing is pretty cool. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. I'm Eli Juicy Jones. This is Orbital Vaping Headquarters, and you have tuned in the morning that we are going to talk about the iJoy wand kit. The iJoy wand kit just came to me. This is a brand new kit. You know, iJoy just came out with the Saber. The Saber is a regulated 2700 stick that you can adjust the wattage on. It has a cool button. This is a little bypass only. I don't even know if it's actually bypass. I think it might be just fixed wattage. Tiny starter kit for people who grab and go. Oops. And we're going to unbox it, go through it and everything. I like this thing. I've been using it for only a couple of days. And so I have to come back with a more long-term review. But I'm going to tell you everything I know about it. And I'm going to unbox it and show it to you. I want to thank everybody who tuned in live. James Rivera, Corey, Ed, Michaela, Old Vape Guy, Brady, Robbie. There's so many people. Frank Einstein, Owen is in here as well, and Ed. And everybody who tuned in. I love all y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Join us on Discord. We chat on Discord constantly, and there's a link right down in the description. Right now, I'm in the middle of a giveaway from iJoy for my Discord users. And Discord, I'm giving away 11 of these iJoy tanks that are going to the loyal viewers and listeners and interactors and chatters of Discord who are always there for me. So I got a whole bunch of these from the conference. Got a whole bunch of coils from iJoy. Check this out. Just got these in the mail. So we have a new DM-mesh coil for every single one of those tanks. And I'm going to package those up and send those out next week for the anniversary. Our 3rd anniversary is coming up, and that is pretty cool. I'm doing a giveaway with these things. I'm going to do a VapeAM, probably Van Gogh Vapes giveaway, I think. I haven't really put that much thought into it. You know, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm not very self-aggrandizing. And I don't promote myself that well. And the reason is because it isn't really about me, it's about you. So this channel is all about quitting smoking, learning about the science and the technology of vaping, and building a community so we can all get old and not die of cancer. So I appreciate all the help that we get from everybody from iJoy and Van Gogh and from Aspire and everyone else. Thank you so much. All right, let's open this thing up. Boom! It's the wand kit. That's pretty cool. Let me just get my focus so that we can get a little closer here. Yeah. It comes in a nice box. This is a little single 2600 mAh, 2700 in there. And I don't think it's operating on straight bypass. It feels like it's about 70, 65 or 70 fixed watts to me, but I think it is actually operating on bypass. This thing comes in a million colors. It comes in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 colors, which is pretty awesome. Mirror white, mirror gold, mirror red, mirror purple, mirror green, mirror blue, mirror rainbow, which is awesome. Let me see if I can get this. Yeah, those are the colors it comes in. And it's a lot of cool colors. I've obviously got this stainless steel silver one, but there's black, crazy, rainbow. There's kind of a gunmetal black, blue, aluminum, purple, and green. I like all those quite a bit. That is super cool, in my opinion. Thank you very much, Josh. I just got a little note that Josh shared the show. Really appreciate it. Yeah, 3 years. Crazy. So look, it's a nice kit. This has got a DM mesh coil and a DM coil. So this is a standard diamond tank and a little single wand. Let's see if I can get this out of here. It's got 2600 mAh and the simplest operation ever. Oh, I dropped it. 2600 mAh and the simplest operation ever. You really just 5 clicks and you go. So you see that that's off. And if you turn it on, we go 5 clicks and we go. And it's on. And the way you'll know, when the battery reaches 3.4, this thing will blink 10 times. And it's a little bit strange that you don't know when the battery is going low until it's at the very end. But I was able to use this thing all day yesterday with the Diamond tank that came with it. And actually, not the one that came with it. What am I saying? I actually used my own Rainbow Diamond tank. And that turned out to be one full tank. I vaped all day long on this thing, which was pretty good. I was satisfied. I put 3 milligram nicotine in here, vaped it all day. You'll notice that this comes with the DM mesh coil. That's these, and these are my favorite mesh coils. They're absolutely amazing. These are absolutely delicious. You notice that there's a million different kinds of coils here, but these, in my opinion, are the magic. DM-mesh. DM-mesh. Absolutely love them. Totally tasty. It's a standard diamond tank that's on this thing, and when you screw it on, it looks absolutely fantastic. I got no complaints. Frank Einstein says that he remembers the original starter kits being Vision spinners and Pro tanks. Yeah, and you know, Frank, you just helped me. That this is like just a sub-ohm starter kit. So I'm not sure it's a quit smoking starter kit, but it's for somebody who wants a little bit more than that Nick Salt that they're doing, and they don't know whether to get a big mod or a dual or a single, and they just want something simple. This is a great kit for that exact thing. And you sort of helped me articulate that. Is it a constant output or not? That I just got, and it feels like it's constant output. The thing is, I didn't get a manual with this, and there was no information. It's just 5 clicks and go. So it feels like what they've done is make it like a completely standard 75 watts or something, because it vaped almost the same until the end. The last hour it got low. And let's put some e-liquid in here. What do I have that's delicious? I'm vaping Amour by Van Gogh Vapes. And let me just unscrew this. The Diamond tank is, my only complaint about it is that it's loud. These 0.15 DM mesh coils work great on singles and doubles, believe it or not. And here's an example of it working on a double. Full on. Somebody compared this in the audience to an ego twist, and that is almost exactly what this is, except you can't change the voltage. It's just click and go. That's exactly the place where this lives in the market. This is a simple, one-touch, a sub-ohm vaping device. The coil that comes with it, the DM-mesh coil, is absolutely fantastic. I don't think this is a quitter kit. I think this is a maintenance, regular walk-around kit. Hey, someone told me that I got that wrong. Thank you. Brady just told me I had the overlay wrong. That's pretty funny. So the Rift Core Duo is not what we're doing. We're doing the iJoy wand. I knew I forgot to change the graphic. Hi. The iJoy wand. So this thing is a really good one-stop shop for click and go vaping. I think it's pretty good. Yeah. There's not really that much to say. I can tell you that it charges in 3.5 hours. And so it's got half amp charging on it. It's a 2600 mAh battery, but that lasted me a whole day, which was a whole tank on this thing. So I know as paradoxical as that sound, I was satisfied on 3 milligram with one tank of this all day. That's all I vaped since I got this on Monday for 2 days. It does take 3.5 hours to charge. So if you're a heavy vapor, then this may, or it's super hardcore chain vapor, this may not be the thing for you. But otherwise, I absolutely love this thing. I think it's really cool. It makes me want to saber immediately. It makes me feel awful. That's the second day in a row, or the second time in a row I've done an iJoy video and I got the overlay wrong. Just how awful is that? God, you know, I've done 300 episodes of shows online, and you think I would have gotten that right. I'm sorry, iJoy. Apologize about that. 3.5 hours is standard half amp charging. It's the same as any other 18650 or It's regular charging speed. I'd like to see this have 2 amp charging, but that might make it large and maybe more expensive. This thing costs $46.90. You get a discount with Juicy Jones HQ, and there's a Summer Fun 15 discount at iJoyusa.com right now. So I'm pretty sure you probably get about $4.50 off of that. Well, no, that's not true. $6, $7 off. So it's about $40 for this kit. Gary wants to see the Diamond Tank. Absolutely. We've covered these Diamond Tanks quite a few times here on the show, but I have a lot of them. So there's no reason why not to break these down. These are the pieces. The Diamond Tank has a base. This particular one is for Jeremy Fuchs. It's already been won by him. And a top and glass, which I cannot find the glass for this. There it is. This is the glass and the top O-ring assembly. You put that cap in there to fill. It's the top fill mechanism. And there's the O-rings. Oops, don't drop it. Here is a DM-DM coil, which is just a random one of the not as good coils that I don't like as much. But one simply screws in the coil here. And then puts it through. I think that, like I said, my only real complaint about this is the confusion from the coils. They should just get rid of all the coils except for the DM mesh, I think. And the airflow is loud. This has a barely threaded, finger tight screw system. And they come with different colored O-rings. They're random. And these are all dry as a bone, so they're going to be tough to get in there. I'm actually going to take my one that's nice and lubricated. And that is the Diamond Tank. Pretty simple design. Designed by iJoy. And there is no RBA deck for this thing. Brady just asked that question. That's a great question. Take that apart. This is how you fill. You just put right in there. In fact, I can leave this together, except that I got the wrong coil in there. This one is going to Jeremy Fuchs. With one of the new coils. Love these things. Oh yeah. And we're putting the top on. There's one big fat O-ring. There it goes. That's for him. 1 of 11. Or maybe 10. I haven't done a final count. Awesome. Let's look at the rest of the box. Bing! It comes with an extra coil, which is, like I said, I wish they were all DM mesh coils. A USB charger. Extra glass, which is the straight glass. And I wouldn't blow this off either. I actually like my straight glass on this thing. And there's also, I don't have it here in the desk, but there's also another color. Yes, I do. The black ones come with black, which is pretty cool too. Gives it kind of a smoked look. So I like the straight up glass and I like the bubble glass. And extra O-rings and a 510 adapter, which is a pretty nice little thing. And Brady says he's been using the DM regular OK coils and he thinks they're great. So he can't wait to try the other ones. I hope you got a box of those other ones. So the colors I have left are silver, stainless steel, and black. The Diamond Tank. Ding. This one's my stainless steel one. And then there is a black one. with another new coil. Someone already asked for black, and I believe it was Michaela. If it wasn't Michaela, it was somebody else, but these are awesome. Ding, ding. I actually just licked that. Forgive me for doing that. But, there we go. Black and stainless. Black and stainless. And there was only one white one. At the show, I actually got a white one for myself. I didn't have a white one. I only had a rainbow one. So I only got one extra. And that one is for Jeremy Fuchs. Got some water in there. I think it's pretty good. I like the Diamond Tank. So I like the wand. I think the wand is cool. It takes a little too long to charge up. I think they should put 1 amp charging on it at least. If you put 1 amp charging on it, it'd be 2 hours to charge. That'd be okay. If it's a 2700 in there, it could take 2 amp charging and not be harmed for life. So remember that, iJoy. And I love the Diamond Tank. I think it looks good. This is a great sub-ohm starter kit, honestly. It was just like, this thing is just like one of the old Kanger singles, one of the Kanger drip sub boxes. Here's my sub box. It's not regulated, but you remember, this is about the same thing, the same idea, with a modern sub-ohm tank on it. And it's only about $40 or $45. So this is a pretty good deal if you like these things. I'm going to get myself a Saber that's got the regulated stick on it with a 2700. And for now, I'm using this. I think it's cool. And don't worry, for the giveaway, we're going to do all of the, we're going to use all of the, I'm going to confirm everything with all the winners and everything. So don't worry about that. Okay, let's give away the Aspire, what was I giving away? Revo and some Strawlin. You guys remember last week? I'm giving away Strawlin. I'm going to go to my video manager, look at last week's video, and see what's up. Hope all of you are great. You know what I found out? The American Cancer Society had said something that isn't anti-vaping. And I want to know, did this just happen? And they put a date, the date on the article is in February, but no one's seen this thing until yesterday. So did they just date something back February 6 or 7 months ago? Like, what the hell are they doing? Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to pick a winner on last week's. On last week's thing. And it is David Harms. David Harms is the winner. Let me see if I can get this up on the screen. There it is, right there. David Harms. Buddy, you won. So, David Harms won a Revo and some Strawlin. Strawlin is the new flavor from Van Gogh Vapes. And it's freaking good. It's really good. It's strawberry, a really light one with kiwi, and blackberries and Saskatoon berries, and a little watermelon. It's really good. This is good. Van Gogh's famous for mixing up lots of fruit, but they always taste like what they say they do. So anyway, I'm going to send this out to you. David, contact me. You get this. It's the anniversary, or it's the West Coast Vape Expo giveaway. That's for you, buddy. Congratulations. You're welcome. Love you. Jason Kennedy said that American Cancer Society thing. Well, not to be confused with the American. We covered one here on the show that was the other lung cancer group. God, what the hell was it anyway? I can't remember because we already did that in the show. And the American Cancer Society has been famously silent. So if they said something, I mean, so it might be that someone linked that to me this morning and I didn't see it till now. Still, it seems strange that that thing, it doesn't have a date on the article, and they keep on saying that they decided on this in February. It says quite specifically on it in a weird way that they did it in February, and it just suggests they posted it later. I don't know. But thank you for that clarification. So, yeah, that's good. David's here. Good. I'm so glad. David, you're here. You won. You got that new straw in. Yeah, this is the new thing. This is cool. You guys don't forget, if you go to VanGoVapes.com, you get a discount with Juicy Jones HQ code. Yeah, 70/30. I'll read the exact description to you. Watermelon, strawberry, and kiwi, touched off with a hint of blackberry and Saskatoon berry. It's good, man. You'll like it. Let's put some other stuff on the wand. We don't have to put this stuff on here. We can put a variety of things on here. You know what does not work well on here is the Clio Pro. The Clio Pro, I don't have it here on the desk, but it is a little bit too high resistance for this, and the ramp up time is absolutely insane. Let's check out a Revo and see what happens with the Revo. Oh yeah, pop. Works great with the Revo. And look at that kit. That looks cool. Oh, stand up. That's the Revo Boost I have on here. Oh, yummy. Saskatoon berry. This has strawlin in it. It's got a nice strawberry taste. The kiwi's nice. It gives it a little bit of tartness. What about the Cali? I mean, depending on your build, it's going to work just fine. So you have to make sure that you build for the correct thing on the Cali. The Cali itself looks great on this thing. There it is. I hope there's e-liquid in there. Yeah, there is. So it works just fine. It feels like it's single battery bypass here. Not bad. Because I got a fairly low build on here. Let's see. This is Vanish 414 Strawberry Cheesecake. The real winner. Good. Okay, I'm still taking requests for putting stuff on here. I'm going to keep putting random stuff on here and vaping it. This is with the 810 adapter that Brady gave me for my Cali, making this the perfect RDA. Now they sell the Cali in a kit that has the 810 adapter and all the sides. It's just, love this thing. Best RDA ever. So, let's take it off and put something else on. Twisted Messes Pro Series. Looks great. Kind of cool. A little bit smaller than the outside here. It's 24.5 millimeters. And that's 24. Totally fine. Imperceptible to the eye. And old vape guy Gary said it's a Kodak moment with the Cali on there. I totally agree. I'm going to rock this today. I'm going to carry this around today and rock it. That looks so cool. You're absolutely right. So this is staying in the front. I like that Revo too. Oh, the Revo's leaking because it's a squonker and I put it on cloth. Big mistake, Jones. Take a little bit of towel to it. Okay. Take more stuff. This is the iJoy SRDA, which you guys know I'm a big fan of this thing. This thing works great. Need a drip tip. I wish that were open. Oh, I have open strawlin. Open strawlin. Oh, and never seen the Cali. What is that thing? I don't know what you're talking about. Not bad. Better adjust your air. Come on, Juicy. Yeah, that's right. Win. That's great. The SRDA, in my opinion, is the most underrated RDA out there. It is great flavor. They're really cheap. And they work great on singles and on bypass. It's just great. The stock coils that come with it. I bet these are dirty. No, they're not too bad. Underrated RDA. Very. Probably wants to know if the TFE 8 and 12 will work. I'll tell you what I'll do. While I'm punting to find it, because they're over there, I'll put on the Aspire Clio. And then that way we can at least look at that. Here's the Clio 120. And I don't know about this coil. Looks fine. It vapes fine. I estimate that's probably like 70 watts. Maybe a little more. My battery's full here, so I think this may be going on bypass. Here is... Oop, dropped one. Here is the TFE 12. With my VapeCon drip tip on it, lol. You take these to VapeCons and put them over the drip tips. Yep, that's working. Yeah, pretty much. That's got a bunch of e-liquid all over it. So I have to wipe it off. I don't know if I would always do that. It depends on what the resistance on those always is. Let's see. Let's check the resistance. On my new Captain, I got a replacement for my Captain with a cool graphic on it. It's 0.14. Yeah, so that's about the same. So these 0.14 coils, these teens coils seem to work really well with the 2700 inside this thing. Pretty groovy. Love that. Let's give it a little wipe. Yeah, that is cool. Ooh, that Strawlin's good. Yum. Gonna put some more on there. Garrett. Love it. Gary said the funniest thing, how about the Stargate SG1V2? We were calling one of his RDAs with the Trinity gas cap on it. The SG1. It's one of the ones with a pyramid deck in it. It just came out. Kind of like that pyramid RDA we saw last year. Yeah. The wand. The wand. Josh, try the pulse out with it. I thought of that very thing. And I took the pulse and I left it in the other room. But it works fine. No, I didn't. Here it is. Sorry. That was funny. I was like, this morning I thought of that. Grab the pulse. Thank you for reminding me. The pulse looks amazing on this. This is the Pulse 24. That looks super cool. In my opinion. Great vape. Yeah, certainly. Ooh, that smells good. Like strawberry, watermelon, kiwi. Good. That's yummy. Michaela asked me about the Botofo cap. Yeah, I do have one of those. I got it right here on the desk somewhere. I don't use it too much because I have so many devices in my squonkers, I usually just pull out the thing and fill it up. Because usually I change it in the middle. But if I were traveling, and when I did travel with it, a couple of times I did, that was really handy. So this is pretty cool. Gonna put that Cali back on there. Yes, that's good. I don't think the battery's gonna last that long with this thing I have on here. I'm pretty sure. I may even put this iJoy SRDA back on. I dig all this stuff. I love all my gear right now. Frank Einstein's asking what's the lowest it'll fire at, and I believe it's 0.05 up to 3 ohms. Let me make sure. Yeah, 0.05 up to 3 ohms. That's why my pulse right here has no problem firing this thing. Because this pulse is at 0.08 or 0.07. I'm not sure. I'll check it out. It's at 0.09 right now. And this thing often refuses to fire on certain things because they say it's 0.07 or 0.08. So, and sometimes some of the automatic devices refuse. So it's cool. 0.05 is a nice lower limit. And the reason they're able to get away with that is because of the 2700 battery. And Brady, no, I didn't get a manual with it. That's what I was saying. Is that I didn't get a manual with it. Unfortunately, it was kind of weird. And but they said that it was only 5 clicks and go. Frank Einstein says 0.05 bye-bye battery. That's exactly right. And that's exactly the point behind this thing is that if you go up to about 0.18 or so, you're getting better battery life. Like with the iJoy tanks they have here that come in at 0.15, you get okay battery life. But the lower you go, the worse that battery life is going to get. Do not forget. That's coming in at 0.18 right now. These are 0.15 to 0.18. They vary just a little bit, like all mesh coils do. So good point, Frank Einstein. That is exactly right. And Owen is asking how much the Cali costs. Yeah, the Cali costs about 53 bucks, about 60 bucks plus shipping. That's about right. It varies. The last time when I bought mine, they were $70 Canadian, which was $53 US, and then I had to pay shipping. And then what the new kit costs and stuff, I'm not exactly sure. Not 100% certain. QP design. Yeah. Like here's Gas City Vapes. That's the old one. Gas City Vapes is a good place to get it. They're pre-ordering for $60 US. $80 Canadian. So, yep, there you go. And Brady says that the deck difference is that they have made the post hole square. Very interesting, my friend. It's 70 Canadian. And in fact, it says right now 56.73 US. Just saying. So, the wand is totally great. I think this is good. If you're looking for a basic super sub-ohm kit, I think these are great. For the price, especially to put a 2700 battery in there. Congrats to iJoy for doing another thing that's cool. I can't wait to get one of the Saber kits so I can do this with a cool button on the bottom and with a oops. And with a regulated thing. But this is also great. So I salute you, iJoy. You guys have done a good job with this. I think it's pretty good. We got stuff in there. Frank Einstein, you know what? I do have one of those stories recorded. Frank Einstein is asking me what my story is. I don't get asked this a lot. My story is pretty simple. Like I said, I don't get asked this a lot, but I will answer. I was a kid who grew up in the poorest, poor white trash area of Dallas, Oak Cliff, and all of the crappy suburbs, and we were just super poor kids. And I went to music school when I was a teenager, a very famous school, and met a bunch of very famous people. We did a bunch of stuff. And then I stopped doing music, and I went to the University of North Texas, where I studied liberal arts there. And I was working um, as a graphic artist with my friends all the time. We were inventing desktop publishing, and so I beta tested Photoshop and I beta tested Illustrator 88. I remember all those programs when they came out. I've still got my original copy of Photoshop. I decided to move to Seattle for grunge in 1992 or something. I just dropped everything and moved up here. My whole family came, which was great. My mother, my brother, my stepfather, father. And I worked in coffee for years and just had a great time. I became Mr. Super Outdoorsman, which is how my body is so screwed up right now. I was Mr. Athletic Outdoors, everything adventure guy. Went all over the Pacific Northwest and did everything. And then I went back to Dallas and we started a company, or I went to work for my friend's company, and it was a very small thing. We grew it from, 6 people to about 50 in 3 years. And we invented web publishing. So we started doing things like the monthly Neiman Marcus, and we worked for id Software doing their logo design and everything. I used to work with those guys. It was really great. We designed the Quake 3 logo and all of the collateral and advertising associated with that, and a whole bunch of other stuff, non-Bay Mills. And then I went to Denver. I lived for quite a while, like a year and a half or so, and did more graphic design stuff. And then I moved back to Seattle, and I started working in wholesale coffee. And in wholesale coffee, I was kind of like Richard Tapper for, or what's his name, Bar Rescue for coffee shops. I would go in and we would help our customers make their coffee shops better. So we did a lot of that stuff for years. And then I went to work in software for medical software, and I went to work at a boat manufacturer. I built houses for years as well. Also, one of the things I did as a teenager and then always as an adult the whole time was I used to build houses. And I smoked the whole time. Whole time I smoked cigarettes. There was like a 5-year period in the late 90s when I didn't smoke cigarettes. But the whole time I smoked cigarettes, and it was probably almost 30 years of total smoking, and it really had a bad toll on my body. And finally, I finally gave up, believe it or not, with a hookah. And I went from a hookah right to a vape because the hookah was just too much nicotine, and using nicotine lozenges. And ever since then, I have just been a vapor. That was probably 5 or 6 years ago. And then about 3 years ago, starting here in July, I started this channel just because I didn't know anything about vaping industry or the vaping gear or anything else. I was just a maintenance vapor before that. And I started this channel to build some community and to help people understand the science of vaping, because I felt like a lot of people were just accepting whatever they were told as fact, when in fact there's just a lot of stuff in vaping that's not that way. And to help everybody get old. So that's my story. I'm Eli Juicy Jones. This is Orbital Vaping Headquarters, and you're tuned into VapeAM. Today's show is the iJoy wand, which has been a nice time here. Thanks for asking that question, by the way. That is my little story. I should probably clip that out and save it. Yeah, this thing works really well. Gonna re-drip here. Maybe I'll go back to my tank, because that's fun. I really like how these things look with the tanks on them. It's cool. It's kind of made for that. The best coffee in Seattle is by a company called Five, I believe. Or no, Seven. They're called Seven. And you can order it wholesale at 7coffeeroasters.com. I think that's what it is. The best coffee is Vivace, but it's really only best if you buy it here on the street from them at the store. So if you come to Seattle, go to Vivace, and if you're mail ordering, get 7 Coffee Roasters. I'll see if that's the right. Yeah, 7coffeeroasters.com. If you're mail ordering, if you're not in Seattle. If you're in Seattle, go to Vivace Roasteria on Broadway. There's 2 locations. Best coffee in Seattle. All right. Josh is telling me to look in Discord. Oh, he broke his Cali. He broke his Cali. Oh my God. I have to find the window for you. Oh my God, he broke his Cali. Unbelievable, awful, nightmare. What a nightmare. Oh my God, Josh. Send a picture of that to them immediately. I would send that picture to them immediately and say, oh my God, can you send me another one? These aren't supposed to break. Oh my gosh. Oh, the broken Cali piece. That I'd be flabbergasted too, my friend. That's shocking. I mean, the Cali comes with 3 other barrels, so of course, and tops. So of course you can replace it with one of the other ones, but oh my goodness. My favorite is the clear one that he's using right there. But that thing isn't very old either. So maybe you send him a note. Oh, for those of you who haven't joined us in Discord, this is Discord. That's it right there. There's everybody's chats all morning. We have VapeAM, channel for pictures and discussion of pictures. We have a channel for discussion of technical topics. We have Beer Garden for talking about brewing your own beer. We have a gaming channel. We have announcements where I make announcements about the show and other things. And if you haven't joined, just click on the link in the description because it's a good time. Let me do special giveaways. So let's see. I think I need to do a time check here. Yep, we're approaching our time. I love all you guys. I'm going to go to Instagram Live after this. So tune in. We're going to go out in the garden and set up the seat, and we'll talk about more stuff. I have some complaining to do about Elixir Billy and some other things. Elixir Billy is snake oil. Don't buy that stuff. None of those nicotine replacement therapies that are herbal nicotine replacement is that's all complete nonsense. So there's good science to show that that doesn't make any sense, and there's no science whatsoever supporting anything they're saying. So anyway, I'm going to rant about that in a minute on Instagram. I love all you guys. Let's vape on the wand. You guys are the best. Thank you.